blizzard howls across the desolate battlefield. The predator's footprints vanish beneath the white snow, just like the dwindling presence of the snow leopard population. Glaciers melt, their retreat accelerating at twice the global average. Alpine grasslands disappear as the encroachment of lowland vegetation disrupts the delicate ecological balance. Himalayas, a majestic mountain range home to Everest, the highest peak on Earth. Even this seemingly isolated highland, once untouched by human presence, is losing its wilderness, taking with it the creatures that have endured for millennia. What will become of them? Before we dive into these exciting discoveries, let us know where you're watching from. We're thrilled to connect with you. And now, welcome to Wild Himalaya, epic struggles in the roof of the world. On the sheer cliffs of the Himalayas, amidst the harsh, icy terrain, the snow leopard moves silently along the rocky ledges. Its sharp eyes lock onto the distant movements of its prey. Its silver-grey fur blends seamlessly with the snow, each step meticulously placed to conceal its presence. According to Tibetan Buddhism, the snow leopard is the snow deity's incarnation, protecting the sacred mountains. Some Tibetan monasteries consider this animal a symbol of inner strength and patience. But today, only around 4,000 to 6,500 individuals remain in the wild. As the eternal peaks of the Himalayas gradually change, the snow leopard faces an uncertain future. Climate change has disrupted the entire snowfall cycle. Winters no longer bring thick layers of snow, making it harder for the snow leopard to reach its prey. Himalayan ibex and blue sheep, herbivores adapted to the rocky mountain terrain, are moving to higher elevations in search of grasslands. As glaciers melt too quickly, water sources diminish, pushing the entire mountain ecosystem into a spiral of imbalance. Both predator and prey are losing their habitat. A colossal natural fortress dividing the Indian subcontinent and the Tibetan plateau, the name Himalaya originates from the Sanskrit word Himalaya, a compound term meaning abode of snow. Towering, ice-covered peaks stretch over 2,400 kilometers from Namcha Barwa in the east to Nanga Parbat in the west. This is a majestic natural boundary where life struggles to endure against the harshest of conditions. Before the Himalayas rose to become the highest mountain range on Earth, this land once lay deep beneath an ancient ocean. Over 200 million years ago, the supercontinent Gondwana, a massive landmass that included South America, Africa, India, Australia, Antarctica, and Madagascar, began to break apart. During this process, the Indian plate, the Changtang terrain, and the Lhasa terrain separated from Gondwana, drifting northward across the oceanic crust. These land masses collided with the Eurasian plate one by one, reshaping the Tibetan landscape before the Himalayas were formed. Around 50 million years ago, the Indian plate advanced toward the Eurasian plate, at an astonishing speed of 15 centimeters per year. This was one of the fastest movements ever recorded in geological history. When the two plates collided, no ocean remained between them. Instead, immense pressure pushed up the seafloor of the ancient Tethys Ocean, deforming layers of limestone, sandstone, and shale, creating the first folds of the Himalayas. Ancient marine sediments, once home to ocean life, now rest atop the highest peaks, serving as fossilized evidence of the mountain range's tumultuous origins. The collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate was not a single event, but a process that has continued for millions of years. Even today, the movement persists. Although the speed of this shift has slowed to about 5 centimeters per year, the force from the Indian plate remains strong enough to push the Himalayas higher by approximately 5 millimeters annually. However, this movement does not only increase the height of the mountains, it also builds up seismic energy, making this region one of the most earthquake-prone areas in the world. Major earthquakes in Nepal, Bhutan, and northern India are clear evidence of an ongoing tectonic process with no foreseeable end. The Himalayas, stretching over 2,400 kilometers, form a natural barrier spanning 5 countries: Bhutan, China, India, Nepal, and Pakistan. Its width varies from 150 kilometers in the east to 350 kilometers in the west, creating an exceptionally diverse landscape. The peaks of the Himalayas reach record-breaking heights. Mount Everest, known as Chomolungma in Tibet, is the tallest mountain on Earth, standing at 8,848.86 meters. But beyond Everest, there are more than 100 other peaks in the Himalayas exceeding 7,200 meters, making this region one of the most rugged terrains in the world. These peaks are a challenge for mountaineers. Glaciers are one of the most defining features of this mountain range. The Himalayas hold more glaciers than any other place on Earth outside the polar regions. Siachen Glacier, stretching 76 kilometers, is among the largest glaciers in the world. These glaciers serve as crucial water sources, feeding major rivers such as the Indus, Ganges, and Brahmaputra. As the ice melts in spring and summer, the water from these rivers flows down to the southern plains, bringing life to millions of people. For thousands of years, the Himalayas have profoundly shaped the spiritual life of people in South Asia and Tibet. The towering, snow-covered peaks are not only a challenge for mountaineers, but also a sacred symbol, a place where people believe deities and supernatural forces reside. In Hinduism, the Himalayas are personified as Himavat, the king of mountains and the father of the goddess Parvati. From the low hills of Nepal to the towering summits of Tibet, each mountain carries its own story. Some peaks are considered so sacred that no one is allowed to set foot on their summits. Kangchenjunga, standing at 8,586 meters, is the third highest mountain in the world and a sacred symbol for the people of Sikkim. Locals believe that deities dwell atop the mountain, and any attempt to conquer it would disturb the divine balance. In Bhutan, Gangkhar Puensum rises to 7,570 meters and remains unclimbed to this day. The Bhutanese government has banned climbing this mountain, not only to protect the environment, but also to respect local spiritual beliefs. It is believed that ancient spirits guard this place, and human presence could disrupt its eternal peace. On the Nepalese side, Machapuchhare, standing at 6,993 meters, has a striking appearance. Its shape resembles a fish's tail jutting into the sky, creating a breathtaking sight when sunlight reflects off its snowy surface. For Hindus, Machapuchhare is the abode of Shiva, the god of destruction and rebirth. No one is permitted to ascend its peak, as it is believed to be the domain of the gods, a sacred space that must remain untouched by humans. The Himalayas are not only sacred in spiritual traditions, but also play a crucial role in sustaining human life. Massive rivers such as the Indus, Ganges, and Brahmaputra originate from the glaciers of these mountains, providing water to more than 1 billion people in South Asia. In the minds of the Indian people, the Ganges is more than just a river. It is the embodiment of the goddess Ganga, the mother river of life. Every year, millions of pilgrims gather along its banks to perform purification rituals, believing that its waters can cleanse all sins and guide the soul toward liberation. The monsoon winds from the Indian Ocean sweep up toward the Himalayas, carrying moisture and water vapor from the ocean. When these winds collide with the towering mountain walls rising over 8,000 meters, they are forced upward and compressed, unleashing massive rainfall on the southern slopes. This is why Nepal, Bhutan, and northern India have dense forests and an extensive network of rivers and lakes. But on the other side of the range, the Tibetan plateau presents an entirely different world. The monsoon winds cannot cross the icy mountain barriers, leaving behind an arid landscape where the climate is harsh, with freezing winters and scorching summers. The terrain here consists mainly of sparse grasslands and isolated saltwater lakes. The Himalayan ecosystem shifts dramatically with changes in altitude and rainfall. The higher the elevation, the more extreme the living conditions become. Above 5,000 meters, temperatures rarely rise above 0 degrees Celsius even in summer, and permanent ice covers most of the landscape. The rivers flowing from the Himalayas do more than carry water. They shape the land and support ecosystems throughout the region. They carve through rock, forming deep valleys and towering gorges while depositing nutrient-rich silt onto the southern plains, creating some of the most fertile agricultural lands in Asia. Yet, in this era of climate change and human activity, these ecosystems face greater challenges than ever before. The Himalayas continue to evolve, and the creatures that inhabit them must find ways to adapt to a world that is changing day by day. North of the Tibetan plateau, where the deep blue sky reflects over barren lands stretching to the horizon, Changtang National Nature Reserve spans an area of over 334,000 square kilometers. This is one of the largest nature reserves in the world, an unforgiving land with an average elevation exceeding 4,800 meters, where winters are long and nighttime temperatures can drop below -40 degrees Celsius. Its arid conditions, thin air, and relentless winds make it one of the most extreme environments for survival on the planet. The ecosystem of Changtang is characterized by desolate grasslands, where alpine grasses, mosses, and lichens provide the only available food sources. In this harsh and barren landscape, small herds of kiang wander the remote plains, searching for scarce water from frozen streams. Farther west, wild yaks, weighing up to 1,000 kilograms, navigate through wind-swept canyons where few other animals can withstand the biting cold. They are a crucial food source for predators, yet their thick fur and powerful build allow them to endure some of the harshest conditions on Earth. This is also home to the Changpa nomads. For centuries, they have adapted to this environment, herding yaks and Tibetan antelope for their wool and meat. Protected areas like Changtang National Nature Reserve play a vital role in safeguarding not only rare wildlife, but also the ancient nomadic culture that has thrived here for generations. In this harsh environment, the Tibetan brown bear struggles to survive. With powerful legs and sharp claws, it is one of the most formidable predators on the Tibetan plateau. Legends of the Yeti, the mysterious creature of the Himalayas, may have originated from the large footprints these bears left in the snow or fleeting glimpses seen by locals through the misty fog. During the short summer that lasts only a few months, they seize every opportunity to hunt or forage for high-nutrient plants. These omnivorous bears dig for roots, hunt small rodents like the plateau pika, and even scavenge prey from the snow leopard. Lhasa, a city situated at 3,650 meters on the Tibetan plateau, is the sacred center of Tibetan Buddhism. Surrounded by the mountains of the Trans-Himalaya, it is known as the Place of Gods, reflecting its special place in regional culture and religion. The Potala Palace, Lhasa's most iconic landmark, stands tall atop Red Hill. Built in the 17th century, this palace was once the residence of the Dalai Lamas before they went into exile in 1959. In the valley below, the Jokang Temple, the holiest site in Tibet, welcomes thousands of pilgrims each year. Devotees prostrate themselves along Barkor Street, performing the prostration ritual, bowing forward until their foreheads touch the stone pavement in a deep act of devotion. About 700 kilometers southwest of Lhasa, Rongbuk Monastery, standing at 5,000 meters, is considered the highest monastery in the world. Located at the foot of Everest's north face, it is one of the most significant pilgrimage sites for Tibetan Buddhists. From here, Mount Everest appears in full view, especially on cloudless days when the rising sun bathes its summit in a brilliant orange glow. Even in winter, when temperatures drop below -30 degrees Celsius, monks continue their meditative practices, preserving a centuries-old ascetic tradition. Lhasa's climate reflects the harsh nature of the high-altitude terrain. Summers are mild, but winters bring biting cold winds. At this altitude, oxygen levels are only about 68% of what they are at sea level, making it necessary for visitors to take a few days to acclimate. The landscape and natural conditions have shaped a unique culture, where people live in harmony with nature and rely on their faith to endure the challenges of their environment. Each year, Lhasa hosts the Sakadawa Festival, one of the most important events in Tibetan Buddhism, commemorating the birth, enlightenment, and passing of the Buddha. Throughout this month, Tibetans engage in acts of merit, prayers, and pilgrimages to accumulate spiritual blessings. The vivid grasslands of the plateau and the slow-moving yak herds along glacial rivers all blend to create a cultural and natural landscape unlike anywhere else on Earth. Beyond the tree line, the Alpine tundra of the Greater Himalaya unfolds into a landscape both pristine and awe-inspiring. This is where land meets the sky, where glacial rivers weave through jagged peaks, and where the air is so thin that every breath becomes precious. On the mountain slopes, vegetation is reduced to low shrubs, lichens, and mosses, small but resilient life forms clinging tightly to the rock crevices. At slightly lower elevations, alpine grasslands emerge, where hardy, herbaceous plants push through the permafrost. This is a unique ecosystem where every blade of grass and every patch of moss must endure extreme weather just to survive. Above 5,000 meters, temperatures frequently drop below -30 degrees Celsius, and powerful winds sweep through, carrying a bone-chilling cold. The atmospheric pressure is only half that at sea level, making survival an ultimate challenge. In Bhutanese culture, the takin is a sacred animal, deeply connected to legends of longevity and strength. With a large, muscular body, powerful legs, and an incredible ability to navigate steep terrain, it can evade predators with ease. However, its large horns and valuable meat have made the takin a target for poachers. Currently, only 7,000 to 12,000 individuals remain in the wild, and the International Union for Conservation of Nature has classified it as vulnerable. In summer, they roam through lush alpine meadows, feeding on leaves, fresh grass, and moss to store energy. When food becomes scarce in winter, the takin adapts by standing on its hind legs to reach the last remaining leaves on tree branches. Adult individuals can weigh up to 350 kilograms with a thick coat of fur that protects them from the bitter cold. Their gut microbiome is uniquely adapted to break down and extract nutrients from fibrous plants, enabling them to survive even when food is scarce. Standing at 5,364 meters at South Base Camp in Nepal or 5,150 meters at North Base Camp in Tibet, the air thins, temperatures drop, biting winds cut through the skin, and every step becomes a physical challenge. From this point, the Himalayas reveal their grandeur, a colossal ice wall rising from the ancient Tethys seabed, reaching 8,848.86 meters after tens of millions of years of geological movement. Mount Everest, or Chomolungma in the Tibetan language, meaning Mother of the Universe, is a symbol of nature's extremes. The Khumbu Glacier, stretching 17 kilometers, moves silently, leaving behind deep crevasses and massive ice blocks scattered across the rocky terrain. The Sherpa people, the indigenous inhabitants of the Khumbu region, have long regarded Everest as a sacred mountain. For them, every ascent of Everest is not only a physical challenge, but also a spiritual journey. Rongbuk Monastery, standing at 5,009 meters on Everest's northern slope, is the highest monastery in the world, where Tibetan monks meditate amid the eternal ice and snow. From here, pilgrims can gaze upon Everest's towering summit, a symbol of greatness and an endless challenge. Yet, the snow leopard endures, reigning as the silent ruler of the Alpine tundra. Amidst the snow-covered cliffs, it moves stealthily, its piercing gaze tracking every movement below. Its survival instinct has been deeply embedded over millions of years, tracing back to an ancient leopard ancestor that once roamed the Tibetan plateau. Through thousands of millennia, natural selection has shaped this predator into a perfectly adapted hunter, capable of thriving in the harsh, high-altitude terrain. The snow leopard inhabits mountain ranges stretching from the Himalayas, Tian Shan, Altai, Kunlun, and Pamir, spanning 12 countries, including Nepal, Bhutan, India, China, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Mongolia. Its range is typically between 3,000 and 5,500 meters, though some individuals have been recorded at an astonishing 6,000 meters. Its dense fur, measuring up to 12 centimeters thick, not only traps heat, but also allows it to blend seamlessly into the rocky, snowy landscape, rendering it almost invisible. With a solitary hunting style, it relies on stealth and ambush rather than chasing down prey. Bharal remains its primary target, but when food is scarce, it will hunt ibex, marmots, and even young yaks. When winter arrives, snow blankets the land and food becomes scarce. The snow leopard descends to lower elevations where herds of livestock graze. With natural prey dwindling, some individuals are forced to hunt sheep or goats, leading to conflicts with herders. This has made them a target of retaliation, one of the key reasons why snow leopard populations continue to decline. Yet even in these harsh conditions, the snow leopard persists, storing energy from the abundant summer months when Bharal and ibex are more active, providing better hunting opportunities. More than just a top predator, the snow leopard plays a crucial role in maintaining the Himalayan ecosystem. By controlling the population of herbivores like Bharal, it prevents overgrazing, which helps protect fragile alpine vegetation. If the snow leopard were to disappear, the high mountain ecosystem could spiral out of balance, triggering a chain reaction that would impact many other species. Among all the sacred peaks, none compare to Mount Kailash. At 6,638 meters, Kailash is not the tallest mountain in the Himalayas, yet it is the most revered. It stands as the spiritual center of four major religions: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Bon. In Hindu mythology, Kailash is the abode of Shiva, where he meditates in eternal stillness, surrounded by perpetual snow. For Tibetan Buddhists, the mountain is a cosmic mandala, the center of the universe. Pilgrims from around the world come here to perform Kora, the sacred ritual of circumambulating the mountain, a 52-kilometer journey believed to bring enlightenment and liberation from the cycle of rebirth. On the steep cliffs of western India, Phugtal Monastery emerges like an isolated fortress, clinging to the mountains as if it were part of nature itself. Built directly into limestone caves, it serves as a sanctuary for Tibetan monks who dedicate their lives to silent meditation. At such a high altitude, no easy paths lead to the monastery. Everything must be carried by hand or transported by the resilient mules and yaks that navigate the steep trails. As the terrain descends from the perpetual ice-covered peaks, the landscape opens up into the grasslands and low shrubs characteristic of the northwestern Himalayan Alpine region. This ecological zone extends across northern Pakistan, Jammu and Kashmir, and Himachal Pradesh, at elevations ranging from 3,300 to 3,600 meters. The harsh climate allows summers to last no more than 3 months, while winters bring heavy snow and plummeting temperatures. Seasonal changes not only alter the vegetation, but also greatly impact wildlife. During the brief summer months, the animals here must store enough energy to endure the harsh winter ahead. Trekking routes along the Pir Panjal Range or the Lahal Spiti region offer opportunities to observe wildlife in their natural habitat. During the brief summer months, when temperatures temporarily become more tolerable, Himalayan ibex take advantage of this period to graze and store energy. The vegetation consists of grasses, herbs, and shrubs, such as juniperous species, along with various species of rhododendron that grow along the mountain slopes. This nutrient-rich diet allows them to accumulate enough fat to withstand the harsh winter cold. But as snow begins to blanket the slopes, food becomes increasingly scarce, forcing them to descend to lower elevations, where the risk of encountering predators increases. The Himalayan ibex, a subspecies of the Siberian ibex, shares a resemblance with the Alpine ibex of the Alps. In the Himalayas, their powerful legs and sturdy hooves enable them to navigate nearly vertical rock faces, where a single misstep could mean disaster. Amidst the towering peaks of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and cutting, winds sweep across sheer cliffs, the golden eagle soars, an undisputed ruler of the skies. Its dark brown plumage, streaked with golden highlights on the head and neck, provides perfect camouflage against the rocky slopes and alpine grasslands, where winter blankets the land in snow and summer briefly awakens the terrain with life. The evolutionary history of this raptor is deeply tied to the mountain ranges and vast steppes of the northern hemisphere. Fossil evidence suggests that the ancestors of the golden eagle emerged millions of years ago, evolving into one of the most powerful birds of prey on Earth. Today, it dominates the skies of North America, Europe, Siberia, and the mountains of Central Asia. But in the Himalayas, the golden eagle finds one of the harshest yet most rewarding environments in which to thrive. This majestic raptor has a strong cultural connection with the nomadic peoples who have lived around the Himalayan ranges for centuries. For hundreds of years, the Kazakh, Mongol, and Tibetan nomadic tribes have tamed these eagles, using them as hunting partners to survive the bitter winters. The art of eagle hunting is not just a survival skill, but a symbol of bravery, respect for nature, and ancestral tradition. The golden eagle is a long-lived bird capable of surviving up to 30 years in the wild. It typically selects high cliffs to build its nest, taking advantage of hidden crevices to shield itself from strong winds and potential predators. Their nests, constructed from large branches, can sometimes reach over 1.5 meters in diameter. Each breeding season, the female golden eagle lays 1 to 3 eggs. However, typically only one chick survives, as competition for food within the nest is fierce from the very beginning. Once mature, the golden eagle defends a vast territory, spanning up to 155 square kilometers, preventing any other predator from encroaching on its domain. In traditional eagle hunting, young eagles are taken from the nest before they reach 1 year old, trained to hunt red foxes and even small wolves to protect livestock. This tradition is more than just a hunting technique. It is a cultural legacy, representing the harmony between humans and the wild. The golden eagle's hunting technique is a demonstration of precision and speed. Its primary prey include hares, marmots, and Himalayan tahr, as well as smaller birds on occasion. Hovering high above the terrain, it patiently surveys the landscape, waiting for the right moment to strike. With some of the sharpest eyesight in the animal kingdom, it can spot prey from over 3 kilometers away, detecting the slightest movement among the rocky outcrops and sparse vegetation of the Himalayas. The golden eagle is the second fastest bird in the world, surpassed only by the peregrine falcon. It can dive at speeds of up to 240 kilometers per hour, using sheer force and razor-sharp talons to instantly neutralize its prey. When hunting larger animals on the treacherous Himalayan terrain, the golden eagle showcases even greater intelligence and skill. It may harass, exhaust, or drive prey toward cliffs, using the mountain landscape against its target. As an apex predator, the golden eagle plays a crucial role in regulating populations of rodents and small herbivores, helping to maintain ecological balance. As an apex predator, the golden eagle plays a crucial role in regulating the populations of rodents and small herbivores, helping to maintain ecological balance. Among nomadic communities, this magnificent bird continues to be revered as a symbol of loyalty and strength. Traditional festivals still honor the golden eagle, and annual eagle hunting competitions are held as a way to preserve cultural heritage and commemorate the special bond between humans and nature. With its broad wingspan reaching the highest winds of the Himalayas, the bearded vulture glides through the sky, its keen eyes silently scanning for the skeletal remains of fallen animals. The name lammergeier, meaning lamb vulture, fails to capture the uniqueness of this remarkable bird. In Tibetan beliefs, the bearded vulture is associated with meditation and rebirth. It plays a role in the sky burial ritual, where human remains are left on mountaintops to return to nature. This reflects a profound connection between life and death, between the sky and the earth. In the wild, the bearded vulture is the only known bird whose diet consists of 70 to 90% bone, an extremely rare biological adaptation. During the harsh winter, when carcasses become scarce, it soars across remote valleys in search of new food sources. When it finds large bones, the bearded vulture carries them over 100 meters high, then drops them onto rocks to shatter them, exposing the nutrient-rich marrow inside. Its feathers turn an orange-brown hue when it bathes in iron-rich mineral deposits, a mysterious behavior that may be linked to communication or antibacterial protection. Its stomach acid is exceptionally strong, capable of dissolving bones completely within 24 hours. By consuming bones and remains, the bearded vulture helps prevent disease spread and maintains ecological balance. This is a highly specialized survival strategy, allowing it to exploit a food source that no other species can utilize. The bearded vulture's breeding season lasts from late autumn to early spring, as freezing winds sweep across the mountaintops. Its nest, built from twigs and lined with feathers, is positioned on steep cliffs, safe from humans and predators. The female lays 1 or 2 eggs, which are incubated for 50 to 55 days. The chicks receive dedicated care from both parents, but ultimately only one survives. The weaker chick is usually eliminated by its sibling in a behavior known as canism. This brutal survival strategy ensures that the strongest individual has the greatest chance to thrive. Despite being a majestic symbol of the Himalayan skies, the bearded vulture faces multiple threats. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, it is currently classified as near threatened due to habitat loss, poisoning from predator control programs, and collisions with power lines. Beneath the perpetual snow-capped peaks of the Greater Himalaya, the landscape gradually shifts to lower alpine vegetation, where cold-resistant shrubs grow in clusters, reaching through the morning frost. The western Himalayan alpine shrub and meadows stretch across the borderlands of Tibet, Uttarakhand, and western Nepal. Here, chilling winds sweep down from the high mountains, bending junipers and rhododendrons, shaping the landscape into a classic example of Krummholz, a phenomenon where low-lying twisted forests emerge due to harsh winds and extreme climate conditions. Summer arrives late and fleetingly. It lasts only from June to October, but this brief period is the most precious time for the ecosystem. As the snow melts, the land reveals grasslands bursting with wildflowers, forming part of the rich flora of Valley of Flowers National Park. More than 520 plant species, including 498 flowering varieties, transform the valley into a vibrant canvas of colors, set against dark rock faces and a clear blue sky. The rare Brahma Kamal flowers, blooming only at night, are considered sacred in Hindu culture. Rhododendrons explode into bright red, pink, and purple blooms, painting the hillsides with striking colors. Trekking trails cut through the valley, leading travelers across summer meadows teeming with wildflowers, where the air carries a delicate fragrance of damp earth and alpine blossoms. Wildlife photography tours offer a rare opportunity to observe some of the region's most elusive species in their natural habitat. The sheer cliffs of the western Himalayan Alpine stretch endlessly, where green grasslands blend with low shrubs, swaying gently with the cold mountain winds. On these steep mountain slopes, a wild species has survived for millennia, the Himalayan tahr. It is an iconic species of the Himalayas, a mountain goat with extraordinary adaptability. The Himalayan tahr, a member of the Bovidae family, is closely related to wild goats, yet it has evolved specialized traits to thrive at altitudes of 2,500 to 5,000 meters. It can be found across southern Tibet, northern India, Nepal, and Bhutan, enduring the harshest environments of the Greater Himalaya. Its long, reddish-brown fur helps it retain body heat during the frigid winters, while the coat becomes thinner and lighter in summer, to adjust to warmer temperatures. Its curved horns, which can grow up to 46 centimeters, serve not only as a defensive weapon, but also as a status symbol within the herd. While both males and females possess horns, males are significantly larger, with a thick mane around the neck and shoulders, giving them an imposing appearance. Their strong legs and specialized hooves allow them to effortlessly scale sheer rock faces, navigating terrain that few other animals can access. Their diet consists mainly of grasses and alpine vegetation, allowing them to survive even in harsh conditions. They can digest fibrous plants that many other herbivores cannot efficiently process. During winter, when snow blankets the high-altitude meadows, taurs descend to lower elevations in search of food. Their herd behavior is a crucial survival strategy against predators such as the snow leopard. When sensing danger, the herd scatters across treacherous terrain, moving along steep, narrow pathways that only they can navigate, leaving the predator stranded on slick rock faces. However, overhunting and habitat loss have caused significant population declines over the past century. Currently, according to the IUCN Red List, the Himalayan tahr is classified as near threatened. In many areas, they face intense pressure from human hunting activities and expanding settlements, leading to a rapid decrease in their numbers. As the dry season arrives and food sources dwindle, experienced northern plains grey langurs lead their troops in search of sustenance. They have a unique symbiotic relationship with chital deer, sharing foraging grounds and alerting each other to potential dangers. Their diet consists primarily of plant-based foods, including leaves, fruits, seeds, flowers, and young shoots. However, during scarce conditions, they can consume tree bark, sap, and even insects, thanks to their highly specialized digestive system, which allows them to break down cellulose efficiently. The Northern Plains grey langur, also known as the Hanuman langur, holds a significant place in Hindu culture, being closely associated with the deity Hanuman, a central figure in the Ramayana epic. According to legend, Hanuman was a devoted warrior of Lord Rama, helping to rescue Sita from the demon king Ravana. Because of this, these langurs are regarded as sacred beings, often protected and revered by humans. In many temples, especially in the Himalayan region, langurs are fed by devotees and allowed to roam freely without disturbance. Stretching along the southern slopes of the Himalayas, the western Himalayan subalpine conifer forests form a vast coniferous woodland. This ecoregion spans across northern Pakistan, Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and western Nepal. Covering an area of approximately 39,700 square kilometers, these forests thrive at elevations between 3,000 and 3,500 meters, where long, harsh winters bring biting winds and snow-laden canopies. The climate here is both harsh and unpredictable. Winters are frigid, with temperatures dropping below -10 degrees Celsius, while summers remain cool, averaging 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. Annual precipitation ranges from 1,000 to 2,500 millimeters, with most rainfall occurring during the monsoon season from June to September. On summer mornings, the melodious call of the Himalayan monal, the national bird of Nepal, echoes through the mountain forests. The breeding season, from April to June, coincides with the vibrant bloom of alpine forests, signaling the arrival of spring. Male monals engage in spectacular courtship displays, spreading their brilliant tail feathers, raising their crests, and producing distinct calls that resonate through the mountains. Male birds are adorned with iridescent plumage, shimmering in shades of blue, red, and orange under the sunlight, while females have earth-toned brown feathers, allowing them to blend into the forest floor. Their strong, curved beaks are adapted for digging through soft soil or snow, foraging for tubers, roots, seeds, berries, and insects. In Nepal, the Himalayan monal is honored as the Damphe or Danfe, a symbol of nobility and the pristine beauty of the Himalayas. In Hindu mythology, this bird is associated with Indra, the god of the sky and war. The vibrant feathers of male monals were once worn by kings and warriors, symbolizing power and divine protection. Along the subalpine conifer forests of the eastern Himalayas, as spring returns, Asian black bears emerge from their winter shelters after months of hibernation. They wander through dense forests, foraging for early-season food to replenish their energy after the long winter. Their thick black fur, rounded ears, and distinctive white V marking on the chest make them an iconic species of the Himalayan forests. Appearing around 2.5 million years ago, the Asian black bear is closely related to the American black bear, suggesting a shared evolutionary ancestor in Eurasia. Its range spans from the Himalayas across India, Nepal, Bhutan, and China, reaching as far as the Russian Far East, Korea, and Japan. This species has adapted to various environments, from tropical lowland forests to temperate coniferous forests at elevations above 3,500 meters. In the eastern Himalayas, forests dominated by Himalayan hemlock, Himalayan birch, and towering East Himalayan fir provide an ideal habitat, offering both food and shelter for the bears. The Asian black bear is an omnivore with a highly diverse diet. It feeds on fruits, chestnuts, honey, fungi, insects, and small animals. Its exceptional climbing ability allows it to access food in the treetops, while its sharp claws help it dig for roots and termite nests. As winter approaches and temperatures drop significantly, food sources become scarce, prompting the bears to seek refuge in mountain crevices, caves, or hollow tree trunks for hibernation. During this time, their heart rate slows and metabolism drops, allowing them to conserve energy. However, in recent years, climate change has disrupted seasonal patterns, causing some bears to wake earlier than usual, facing food shortages in harsh conditions. With their strength and resilience, Asian black bears have held a significant place in the culture and beliefs of many Himalayan communities. In Tibetan, Bhutanese, and Nepalese mythology, they are seen as symbols of patience and inner strength. Some legends even suggest that the mythical Yeti of the Himalayas could actually be Asian black bears, spotted under poor lighting conditions. Among shamanistic communities, bear footprints are considered omens of natural change, reflecting the seasonal shifts of the environment. In the culture and mythology of several Asian ethnic groups, the dhole appears as a mystical creature, sometimes described as a forest guardian spirit or a symbol of intelligence and resilience. However, today, these Asian wild dogs need real protection more than ever. Their habitats are shrinking due to deforestation, prey depletion, and intense competition with other predators. According to the IUCN, the dhole is classified as endangered, with fewer than 2,500 mature individuals remaining, and the population is continuing to decline. The origin of the dhole dates back to the Pleistocene epoch, when they were once widely distributed across Asia and Europe. Genetic studies suggest that their ancestors were closely related to ancient wild dog species, but they evolved separately, adapting to rapid environmental changes. Today, they are primarily found in mountainous forests across India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, China, and Southeast Asia. As one of the most social predators in the wild, dholes live in highly cooperative packs, typically ranging from 5 to 12 members, though some packs can expand to 40 individuals. Unlike wolves, which have a rigid dominance hierarchy, dholes operate on cooperation and shared responsibility. Hunting is carried out strategically, using intelligent tactics and synchronized teamwork. Their primary prey includes large herbivores such as sambar deer, Himalayan tahr, and wild boar. Each member of the pack plays a specific role. Some isolate prey, others cut off escape routes, while others launch the final attack from different angles. Their distinctive whistles are used to maintain communication during hunts, earning them the nickname whistling dogs. With speeds of up to 56 kilometers per hour and exceptional stamina, they can chase prey to exhaustion before taking it down. By regulating the population of herbivores, dholes help maintain ecological balance, preventing overgrazing and ensuring the stability of the food chain. In a fragile ecosystem like the Himalayas, the disappearance of dholes could trigger a domino effect, impacting many other species in the region. Hidden within the dense coniferous forests, the red panda thrives as one of the most elusive creatures of the Himalayas. Its vibrant, reddish-brown fur stands out against the lush green vegetation, yet it serves as a perfect adaptation, blending seamlessly with the moss and lichen-covered trees of its habitat. Its ringed tail provides balance when moving among treetops, and also acts as a natural shield against the harsh winter cold. In its world, where winter temperatures can drop below -10 degrees Celsius, every survival skill is crucial. The evolutionary lineage of the red panda dates back millions of years, with fossil evidence tracing to the Miocene era. It was once mistakenly believed to be closely related to the giant panda, but genetic studies confirm that it belongs to the Ailuridae family, making it more closely related to weasels, raccoons, and skunks. Over its evolutionary journey, the red panda developed a unique adaptation, a false thumb, which is actually an extended wrist bone, allowing it to grasp and manipulate food efficiently. Its range spans Nepal, Bhutan, India, and southern China, with nearly 50% of the global population residing in the temperate forests of the Himalayas. They thrive at elevations between 2,200 and 4,800 meters, preferring cool, humid climates and vegetation-rich landscapes. Their diet primarily consists of bamboo, making up 85 to 95% of their food intake. However, their digestive system is not fully equipped to break down cellulose, forcing them to consume large amounts to meet their energy needs. Their solitary nature helps reduce competition for food. They are most active at dawn and dusk, moving quietly through the treetops to forage without attracting predators. A single red panda can consume up to 30% of its body weight in food daily. But during winter, when bamboo becomes scarce, they supplement their diet with fruits, eggs, and insects. This behavior aids in seed dispersal, insect population control, and the overall balance of temperate forest ecosystems. For red pandas, dangers extend beyond snow leopards and Himalayan martens. The greatest threat comes from human-driven habitat destruction. Forests are cleared for logging, agriculture, and infrastructure development, leading to a severe decline in suitable habitats. As of 2024, fewer than 10,000 mature red pandas remain in the wild, and their numbers continue to drop. In Nepalese folklore, the red panda is seen as a symbol of good fortune, yet its real-world fate remains increasingly uncertain. Poachers target them for the illegal pet trade or for their fur, which is used in hats and coats. Despite international protection laws, poaching remains a major threat. The IUCN has classified the red panda as endangered, prompting conservation initiatives and the creation of protected areas. Countries like Bhutan have developed wildlife corridors to connect protected areas, allowing red pandas to roam and breed naturally. In Nepal, Langtang National Park and Makalu Barun National Park play critical roles in safeguarding the species. Captive breeding and rewilding programs are also being implemented, though their success remains a challenge. Influenced by monsoon winds from the Bay of Bengal, the eastern Himalayan subalpine conifer forests provide the muntjac with an abundant food supply. These small deer are most active at dawn and dusk, minimizing their exposure to predators. The dense forests of pine, fir, spruce, and yew create a diverse ecosystem, offering grass, tender leaves, fruits, fungi, and even insects as part of their diet. The muntjac is one of the most ancient deer species still surviving on Earth. They possess a unique vocal adaptation, emitting barking-like alarm calls when sensing danger, earning them the nickname barking deer. Their agility on steep slopes and high vigilance help them evade predators, making them expert survivors in the rugged landscapes of the Himalayas. The eastern Himalayan subalpine conifer forests serve as a refuge for numerous rare bird species, which rely entirely on the coniferous forest ecosystem for breeding and survival. Towering spruce, fir, and Himalayan pine trees rise through the misty mountain air, providing shelter for hundreds of high-altitude bird species that have adapted to thin air and freezing winter temperatures. Among the high treetops, the Lord Derby's parakeet, an endemic parrot species of the region, soars between the pine branches. Its vibrant green plumage and elongated wings allow it to blend seamlessly into the forest canopy. Its agile climbing ability enables it to navigate the highest branches, reaching hidden food sources with ease. In the subalpine coniferous forests, where harsh winters last for months, storing energy from nutrient-rich foods such as nuts and seeds is critical for survival. These parakeets prefer existing tree cavities, especially those previously excavated by woodpeckers, as nesting sites. The breeding season, from April to June, aligns with warmer temperatures and an abundance of food. After hatching, the chicks remain in the nest for about 8 to 9 weeks before developing fully and leaving the nest. Stretching along the border between Arunachal Pradesh and Tibet, The northeastern Himalayan subalpine conifer forests unveil a pristine natural world. Here, high-altitude coniferous forests blend seamlessly with glacial streams and diverse vegetation. Winter arrives early and lingers, blanketing the dense forests in thick layers of snow for months. As spring emerges, the melting ice reveals lush green forests, where wildlife embarks on their seasonal quest for food and territorial dominance. The Siberian musk deer is one of the oldest surviving mammal species in the Himalayas. Unlike other deer species, it lacks antlers, but males have evolved a distinctive feature: elongated canine teeth that can grow up to 8 centimeters, protruding from the lower jaw and used in battles for mates. Its thick, dark brown fur provides insulation against the bone-chilling Himalayan cold, where winter temperatures can drop as low as -30 degrees Celsius. A unique trait of this musk deer is its musk gland, located near the abdomen of males. The musk secretion from this gland is one of the rarest and most valuable ingredients in the perfume industry, sought after for centuries. 1 kilogram of musk can fetch up to 45,000 USD, significantly fueling poaching pressure. Coupled with habitat loss due to deforestation, the species has faced a dramatic decline. Today, an estimated 230,000 individuals remain in the wild, with populations dwindling at an alarming rate. Amidst the harsh mountain landscape, where winter dominates for over half the year, the white walls of Hemis stand brilliantly against the deep blue sky, reflecting the sunlight. Nestled within the arid mountains of Ladakh, Hemis Monastery rises like a spiritual fortress in the heart of the Himalayas. Founded in the 17th century under the reign of Sengye Namgyal, this monastery is not only the largest Buddhist center in Ladakh, but also one of the most sacred sites of the Drukpa Kagyu lineage of Vajrayana Buddhism. From the city of Leh, the winding road leads through barren canyons, where only lichen and moss cling to the rugged rocks. The thin air at this altitude makes each breath feel heavier, but every turn reveals a breathtaking view. A lush valley, a glacial river shimmering under the sun, or ancient monasteries perched on cliffs. From afar, Hemis emerges like a timeless stronghold, holding within its walls stories yet to be fully told. Every year, in June or July, according to the Tibetan calendar, Hemis Monastery becomes the center of the Hemis Festival, one of the largest festivals in Ladakh. This is an occasion to honor Guru Padmasambhava, whom followers believe protected the Himalayas from evil spirits. Throughout the festival, monks wear traditional ceremonial attire and don elaborate masks to perform the Cham dance, a sacred ritual portraying the battle between good and evil. The sounds of drums, Tibetan horns, and chanting mantras resonate through the valley, creating an aura of mysticism where time seems to stand still among the eternal mountains. Descending to lower altitudes, the climate gradually becomes more temperate. Interwoven coniferous and broadleaf forests create a diverse ecological region. Lesser Himalaya, also known as the Mahabharat Range, stretches at elevations between 2,000 and 3,000 meters. Formed along the main boundary thrust fault zone, this region displays stark contrasts in terrain. To the south, the mountain slopes are steep, while the northern side is more gradual. Rivers from the northern highlands flow downward, carving through deep gorges, naturally dividing the landscape into distinct sections. Among these, Kali Gandaki Gorge stands out as one of the deepest gorges in the world. This gorge is not only a natural boundary, but also serves as an ecological corridor, connecting wildlife populations between different ecosystems. The variation in altitude and terrain makes the Lesser Himalaya one of the most biologically diverse regions of the Himalayan range. Its temperate and subtropical forests provide ideal habitats for many species, yet they also present significant survival challenges. Hidden within the dense forests of the Lesser Himalaya, the clouded leopard moves silently among the high canopy branches. Its thick, tawny gold fur, adorned with large, cloud-like blotches, forms a unique pattern, resembling drifting clouds across its body. This intricate camouflage not only helps it blend seamlessly with the dappled light of the forest, but also represents an evolutionary adaptation, allowing it to thrive in its challenging habitat. The lineage of the clouded leopard dates back approximately 2 million years, linking it to ancient feline species closely related to the snow leopard and other big cats. Although smaller than tigers or leopards, it possesses physical traits that make it a formidable predator. The clouded leopard inhabits regions stretching from the Himalayas across eastern India, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, and Malaysia, reaching as far as southern China. However, in recent decades, deforestation and illegal poaching have drastically reduced its natural habitat. Its wild population is estimated to be fewer than 10,000 individuals, leading to its classification as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List. Descending closer to the plains, along the southern edge of the Himalayas, the inner Terai emerges as a lush green belt. These valleys open into a distinctive world, where tropical forests intertwine with floodplain grasslands, creating a unique ecosystem. The mighty currents of rivers like the Brahmaputra and Ganges carry fertile silt, enriching the lowland floodplains. The landscape here constantly shifts with the seasons. During the monsoon, floodwaters engulf the grasslands, transforming them into vast wetlands. In the dry season, the parched earth cracks open, revealing barren floodplains where wildlife scavenges for the remaining food sources. Amidst this untamed wilderness, humans maintain a deep connection with nature. Every autumn, the Chhath Puja festival is celebrated along the riverbanks, where people honor the sun god Surya through sacred water rituals. As the sun sets, tiny oil lamps are set adrift on the water, creating a mesmerizing spectacle, blending nature with spiritual tradition. The mighty currents of the Koshi River meander through the vast valley, carrying fertile silt from the Himalayas down to the lowlands of Nepal. At the convergence of tropical forests, wetlands, and riverine floodplains, the Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve emerges as a vivid ecological tapestry. Spanning 176 square kilometers, this protected area is one of Nepal's most significant conservation sites, serving as the last refuge for the country's wild water buffalo. Beyond that, the reserve is also home to one of South Asia's rarest mammals, the Ganges River dolphin. Once widespread in India's and Nepal's major rivers, this freshwater dolphin now exists in only a few scattered populations, facing threats from water pollution and habitat loss. Along the fertile plains of the Dun Valleys, the nilgai, Asia's largest antelope, continues to endure the shifting balance between nature and human expansion. Males are distinguished by their bluish-gray coat, earning them the name blue bull, while females sport a golden-brown hue, blending seamlessly into the landscape. The Nilgai appears in Hindu mythology, often associated with sacred forests and regarded as an animal of spiritual significance. Primarily herbivorous, Nilgai feed on grasses, leaves, and tree bark. They exhibit remarkable adaptability, migrating between broadleaf forests and seasonal wetlands in search of food. Their tendency to form small herds provides protection from predators, though mature males often live solitary lives, defending their territory through displays of strength. Despite their massive size, Nilgai possess impressive speed, reaching up to 48 kilometers per hour to evade predators. The vast grasslands and open forests of Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve provide sanctuary for the chital, also known as the spotted deer, as it thrives within a constantly evolving ecosystem. In the soft glow of dawn, these graceful figures, adorned with reddish-brown coats speckled with white spots, move silently, blending harmoniously with their surroundings. With exceptional adaptability, this deer species has survived millions of years, becoming an integral part of both the food chain and the cultural fabric of the Indian subcontinent. The evolutionary lineage of the chital can be traced back millions of years to the earliest deer species that emerged in South Asia. They belong to a highly diverse lineage of cervids, descending from ancestors that once roamed dense tropical forests. Over thousands of years, they adapted to varied landscapes, from riverine grasslands to subtropical open forests. Fossil records and genetic research indicate a strong evolutionary link between the chital, Barasingha, and sambar deer, all of which inhabit the same region. Today, the chital is widely distributed across India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and eastern Pakistan. In Nepal, Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve is one of the key conservation areas for the species. According to 2024 population estimates, the chital population in the reserve ranges between 600 and 800 individuals, forming a crucial component of the local ecosystem. A medium-sized deer species, male chital, can stand 90 centimeters at the shoulder and weigh between 70 to 90 kilograms, while females are notably smaller. Only males grow antlers, which are long, curved, and distinctly branched, used in territorial disputes and mating battles. They live in large herds, often numbering up to 50 individuals, creating an effective defense network against predators. In the open forests and grasslands, chital primarily feeds on grasses and leaves. They also share a mutualistic relationship with the common langur, a folivorous primate that feeds on high canopy leaves. As langurs pluck leaves and fruits, the fallen remnants become a valuable food source for chital, reducing competition for resources within the ecosystem. Under the vast skies of Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve, a large silhouette silently glides over the water's surface. It is the greater adjutant, a giant stork with a distinctive appearance, once widely distributed across South Asia. Standing up to 1.5 meters tall, with a wingspan of 2.5 meters, it is among the largest birds found in wetlands and floodplain forests. Thousands of years ago, the greater adjutant played a vital role in the ecosystem of the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. Its historical range extended across India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia. At Koshi Tapu Wildlife Reserve, the ideal habitat for this species lies within its vast wetlands, river systems and floodplain forests. The reserve was designated a Ramsar wetland site in 1987, recognizing its global ecological significance. It serves as a critical corridor for migratory waterbirds, including the greater adjutant, ensuring the continuity of their seasonal movements. Today, only 2 significant populations remain, concentrated in Assam, India, and Cambodia, with a total estimated population of only 800 to 1,000 mature individuals. The IUCN currently lists the species as endangered, reflecting its high risk of extinction. Unlike other stork species, the greater adjutant is easily recognizable by its bare, featherless head and neck, a distinctive pink throat pouch, and a large hooked bill. Its gray-black plumage, contrasted with a white belly, makes it instantly identifiable in the wild. It primarily inhabits swamps, riverbanks, and even garbage dumps, adapting to human-altered landscapes. The greater adjutant's breeding season occurs during winter. They build nests on tall trees, often near human settlements. Once the chicks hatch, the parents provide care and nourishment for up to 3 to 4 months until they can forage independently. However, habitat destruction and egg poaching have led to declining reproductive success, threatening the species' survival. Their feeding behavior is highly specialized. While they are scavengers, consuming carcasses, they also actively hunt fish, amphibians, reptiles, and insects. Once prey is spotted, they strike quickly, using their powerful beaks to grasp and swallow their catch whole. In harsh conditions, this versatile feeding strategy allows them to survive periods of food scarcity. Ecologically, the greater adjutant plays a key role in maintaining environmental health. As nature's cleanup crew, they help prevent the spread of disease by removing decomposing carcasses from the ecosystem. However, this scavenging role has led to superstitions and stigma in some cultures. Many communities once viewed them as harbingers of death, leading to nest destruction and active displacement from human settlements. Beneath the majestic Himalayas, the lowlands of Inner Terai unfold like a fertile valley teeming with life. Amidst dense tropical forests and endless green grasslands, Chitwan National Park emerges as Nepal's ecological gem. Established in 1973, it was the country's first national park and was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. Covering 932 square kilometers, the park safeguards one of the largest and least disturbed sal forests in the region, along with an extraordinary diversity of ecosystems. The subtropical climate defines Chitwan's unique ecology. Summers are hot and humid, while winters are mild, creating ideal conditions for an abundance of flora and fauna to flourish. Annual rainfall ranges between 1,500 to 2,000 millimeters, with the monsoon season lasting from June to September. As the first monsoon rains arrive, the Rapti and Narayani rivers swell, carrying nutrient-rich silt that rejuvenates the forests and grasslands. The landscape transforms rapidly as parched fields of winter turn into lush wetlands in summer, forming ideal sanctuaries for hundreds of wildlife species. Chitwan is home to over 544 bird species, including the giant hornbill, one of the largest birds in the region. Each winter, migratory birds from Siberia arrive, making Chitwan one of South Asia's most important bird-watching destinations. Experiencing Chitwan offers a close encounter with Himalayan wilderness. Jeep safaris take visitors deep into the jungle, where tiger tracks imprint the soft earth. Along the tranquil waters, traditional wooden canoes glide silently across the Rapti River, reflecting the golden hues of sunset. Beyond the forests, the villages of the Tharu people, the indigenous community of the Terai region, invite visitors into a rich cultural heritage where traditional dances and stories of the deep jungle continue to echo through the generations. Beneath the dense tropical canopy of Chitwan National Park, a shadow glides silently through the leaf-littered forest floor, moving with an air of quiet dominance. The king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, is a master predator within these lush jungles. Growing up to 5.85 meters, its piercing eyes track even the slightest movement, solidifying its apex status within the ecosystem. Unlike most solitary serpents, the king cobra is unique among reptiles. It is the only snake species known to build nests and guard its eggs. In Hindu mythology, the cobra is sacred, representing Shiva, the deity of destruction and rebirth. For centuries, the people of Nepal and India have regarded the king cobra as a symbol of power, protection, and wisdom. As the first light of dawn filters through the dense canopy of Chitwan National Park, golden rays pierce through the morning mist, illuminating the lush jungle below. This is the domain of the Indian leopard, the stealthy predator of the forest and a master of ambush hunting. Its pale golden coat, adorned with rosette-like patterns, provides the perfect camouflage, allowing it to blend seamlessly with the forest shadows or lie in wait among the treetops. Unlike the Bengal tiger, the Indian leopard thrives in solitude, preferring to hunt alone, primarily at night or during the early dawn, when its prey is most vulnerable. With speeds of up to 58 kilometers per hour, the ability to leap 6 meters horizontally and 3 meters vertically, it is an agile and efficient hunter. After making a kill, it instinctively drags its prey up into the high branches to avoid scavengers such as the Bengal tiger or the sloth bear. The Indian leopard holds a significant place in South Asian culture. Its image appears in ancient folklore and religious traditions, often associated with Hindu deities such as Durga, the warrior goddess, who is sometimes depicted riding a leopard. However, in modern times, the relationship between leopards and humans has grown increasingly strained. Poaching for its skin, teeth, and bones, along with conflicts over habitat loss, continues to threaten its population, pushing the species into an uncertain future. Descending southward from the glacial peaks of the Greater Himalaya, the landscape gradually transforms. Steep cliffs give way to gentle rolling hills, where subtropical forests begin to spread across the terrain. The Siwalik Hills, also known as Churia or Margala Hills, form the southernmost boundary of the Himalayan range, extending across Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Bhutan. With elevations ranging from 600 to 1,500 meters, this is the lowest-lying region of the Himalayan system, featuring a milder climate, yet serving as a transition zone for diverse ecosystems. The Siwalik Ranges are discontinuous, intersected by major rivers descending from the Himalayas. South of this region lies the Himalayan frontal thrust, where the Indian plate continues to collide with the Eurasian plate, shaping a series of undulating ridges. The southern slopes tend to be steeper, while the northern slopes are more gradual. The porous conglomerates and ancient sedimentary layers in these hills allow rainwater to percolate deeply, recharging underground reservoirs that supply water to the Bhabar and Terai regions below. This natural water filtration system creates ideal conditions for the Himalayan subtropical broadleaf forests to thrive along the hillsides. These Siwalik hills, known as the Tresses of Shiva, are not just a geological extension of the Himalayan system, but also one of the world's most significant paleontological treasures. Here, sedimentary rock layers have preserved traces of ancient life, a timeline stretching from the early Miocene, approximately 18 million years ago, to the middle Pleistocene, around 600,000 years ago. Shivalik Fossil Park, a natural museum within the Siwalik Hills, continues to be a key site for scientists studying Earth's prehistoric past. Beneath the towering peaks of the Himalayas, the Bhabar Belt stretches like a natural boundary between the glacier-covered highlands and the vast plains to the south. Lying at the foothills, this region was formed by rock sediments and eroded materials washed down from the upper slopes, creating a high, well-drained terrain. Unlike the lower floodplains, where clay-rich soil retains water, forming wetlands and swamp forests, the porous soil of the Bhabar Belt allows rainwater to percolate quickly, leaving behind a drier surface. Beneath the dense forests and rocky plains of the Bhabar Belt, the Bengal tiger reigns as the apex predator. With its striped coat, powerful physique, and piercing gaze, the Bengal tiger is a master hunter, a symbol of strength and dominance in the natural world. The Bengal tiger holds deep cultural significance in India, Nepal, and Bhutan. Its image appears in ancient art, temple sculptures, and religious mythology. In Hinduism, the goddess Durga is depicted riding a tiger, representing power and justice. In Bhutan, the tiger is seen as a sacred guardian that protects the land from evil forces. The evolutionary history of the Bengal tiger traces back 12,000 to 16,500 years. Fossil records indicate that its ancestors once roamed vast territories, from the Indus Plains to the dense forests of Bangladesh, Bhutan, and southern Nepal. In the past, their range spanned nearly the entire Indian subcontinent, but today they survive only in protected areas where human encroachment is limited. As of 2023, only around 4,500 individuals remain in the wild, with the largest population concentrated in India, where over 3,600 tigers reside. Its hunting strategy relies on a combination of patience, speed, and raw strength. Unlike the cheetah, which depends on explosive speed, the Bengal tiger employs stalking and ambush tactics. It silently approaches its prey, using trees and undergrowth for cover, before launching a sudden attack at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, overpowering its target instantly. Its primary prey includes chital deer, sambar deer, and wild boar. However, it is also capable of taking down gaur, one of the largest wild cattle species in the world. The rivers cascading down from the Himalayas, weaving through dense forests, create fast-flowing streams before merging into the vast Ganges river system. This is where Indian elephants often gather, crossing muddy riverbanks in search of food. During the dry season, they use their long trunks to dig for water beneath the sandy soil, a survival skill that has helped them adapt to harsh environments. Standing up to 3.8 meters tall and weighing as much as 5,000 kilograms, they are among the most powerful and formidable creatures in the region. The evolutionary history of these elephants traces back to ancient proboscidea species that once roamed across the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. Over time, Indian elephants developed specialized adaptations for the dense forests and floodplains of the Ganges, where monsoon climates and abundant rainfall shape their habitat. Unlike their African relatives, they have smaller ears but can still regulate body temperature efficiently. Their long trunks, with a single finger at the tip, enable them to grasp food, draw water, and communicate with their herd. This versatile tool is essential for survival, allowing them to thrive in a variety of environments. The range of Indian elephants once extended from the foothills of the Himalayas to the tropical forests of southern India. However, with expanding human settlements, agriculture, and industrialization, their habitat has significantly shrunk. Today, they primarily inhabit protected areas like the Babhar Belt, where ecosystems support their migration and feeding needs. Their population is estimated to range between 20,000 and 25,000 individuals, but this number is declining due to poaching and habitat loss. In Indian culture, Indian elephants are not just animals, but sacred symbols. In Hinduism, the deity Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, represents wisdom, prosperity, and protection. Elephants appear in festivals, ancient carvings, and religious ceremonies, reflecting the deep reverence humans have for them. The survival of Indian elephants is closely tied to their unique dietary needs. A single adult consumes up to 150 kilograms of vegetation daily, including grass, leaves, bark, and fruits. By consuming vast amounts of plant matter, they become natural ecosystem engineers, dispersing seeds and maintaining forest balance. They live in matriarchal herds where the oldest females lead, guiding the group to water sources and food while teaching young calves essential survival skills. Migration is a key survival strategy for them. During the dry season, elephant herds move toward regions with ample water sources, where rivers and wetlands provide crucial moisture. When the monsoon returns, they migrate back to the forests, where dense foliage and abundant food become available once more. The dense forests of the Babhar Belt stretch beneath the towering Himalayas, where thick sal forests blend seamlessly with lush grasslands. This is the domain of the gaur, the largest wild bovine in the world. Their presence evokes memories of ancient eras when colossal creatures roamed across the Indian subcontinent. Originating from the ancestors of ancient bovids, gaur evolved in the rich tropical and subtropical forests, where diverse flora and fauna flourished. With shoulder heights ranging from 1.7 to 2.2 meters and weights exceeding 1,000 kilograms, they rival the largest hoofed mammals on Earth. Their thick coats, ranging from dark brown to jet black, add to their imposing stature, while their white lower legs, resembling natural gloves, distinguish them from other wild cattle species. Their curved horns, extending over 80 centimeters, serve both as formidable weapons against predators and as symbols of strength in the untamed wilderness. The historical range of Gaur spanned India, Nepal, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Malaysia, and parts of Vietnam. However, centuries of hunting, deforestation, and agricultural expansion have pushed the species toward vulnerability. In Nepal, they are now confined to protected forested areas such as Chitwan National Park, Parsa National Park, and the Trijuga forests of Udaipur. These areas offer ideal conditions with abundant vegetation, providing a rich diet of grass, leaves, fruits, and bark. An adult gaur consumes over 30 kilograms of plant matter daily to sustain its massive body. The social structure of gaur revolves around herds, where mature females take on leadership roles. A typical herd consists of 8 to 11 individuals, mainly females and juveniles, while males often lead solitary lives, joining only during the breeding season. During this period, fierce battles occur between dominant males, where powerful horn clashes determine mating rights. Despite their immense size, gaur are highly sensitive to environmental changes. They are most active in the early morning and late afternoon to avoid the heat of the day. When threatened, they can sprint at speeds of up to 56 kilometers per hour, far surpassing what their bulky frames might suggest. The rivers and freshwater lakes of the Bhabar Belt, where the plains meet the foothills of the Himalayas, provide the perfect habitat for the smooth-coated otter. This is one of the largest otter species in South Asia, having evolved over millions of years to adapt seamlessly to aquatic environments. Its flexible body structure, sleek fur that reduces water resistance, and highly social lifestyle contribute to its effective hunting strategies in river ecosystems. The smooth-coated otter has a body length of 60 to 75 centimeters, a tail measuring 40 to 50 centimeters, and an average weight of 7 to 11 kilograms. Its dense, glossy brown fur not only repels water, but also helps regulate body temperature while diving. Both forelimbs and hind limbs are equipped with well-developed webbing, allowing for agile movement in water. The long tail functions as a rudder, aiding in navigation while swimming and providing balance on land. This species exhibits strong social behavior, typically forming family groups of 4 to 8 individuals, sometimes expanding to as many as 20 during the breeding season. They communicate through a variety of vocalizations and use scent marking to establish territorial boundaries. Otter groups coordinate closely during hunting, a trait that gives them a competitive advantage over solitary predators. As skilled aquatic hunters, smooth-coated otters primarily feed on fish, but also prey on crabs, shrimp, and other aquatic creatures. They often employ cooperative hunting techniques, herding fish into shallow waters or trapping them among submerged vegetation for easier capture. Their teamwork increases hunting success rates while minimizing risks from larger predators. On the lowland trails, the sloth bear slowly rummages through fallen leaves, digging into termite mounds in search of a protein-rich meal. Despite its clumsy appearance, it is a skilled climber, capable of quickly scaling trees when sensing danger. In Hindu culture, the sloth bear appears in stories of Lord Krishna and was historically domesticated for performances in traveling circuses and street shows. However, the use of these bears for entertainment has been widely condemned and has gradually been banned under conservation efforts. The sloth bear possesses distinct physical features compared to other bear species. With a long snout, extendable lips, and an elongated tongue, it has evolved specialized adaptations to suck up and feed on insects. Its curved, long claws are perfectly suited for digging up termite and ant colonies, which make up 90% of its diet. Additionally, it also consumes fruits, honey, and occasionally scavenges carrion. In the early morning mist, herds of barasingha move silently through the swampy grasslands. Typically grouping in numbers of 10 to 20 individuals, they enhance their alertness against predators. Standing at approximately 1.2 meters at the shoulder and weighing between 170 to 280 kilograms, they possess a golden brown coat with white spots, blending seamlessly into the tall grasslands. Notably, males are adorned with magnificent, multi-branched antlers, boasting up to 12 to 14 tines, making them one of the most strikingly antlered deer species in Asia. During the breeding season, mature males engage in intense battles to win mating rights, using their antlers to push back rivals. In Indian mythology, the barasingha is seen as a symbol of grace and strength. Some indigenous communities regard this deer as a harbinger of good fortune, believing that its large antlers symbolize prosperity. When sensing danger, they emit distinct alarm calls, then swiftly charge through shallow waters, leveraging their long, powerful legs to outrun predators. The barasingha's survival strategy is not solely based on speed. They can stand motionless for hours within tall grass, relying on their coat's coloration to blend into the landscape. With excellent swimming abilities, they easily navigate across water bodies, a key advantage in escaping predators. Their diet consists primarily of soft grasses, aquatic plants, and young leaves, with a digestive system specialized for extracting nutrients from fibrous vegetation. Within the Terai savanna and grasslands, the barasingha plays an essential role in ecosystem balance. By regulating vegetation growth, they create open spaces that facilitate the growth of other plant species. Moreover, they form a vital part of the food chain, serving as prey for apex predators. A decline in barasingha populations could trigger significant ecological imbalances, impacting the survival of numerous species. Further south, where the Himalayas end in vast, dense forests stretching endlessly, the air grows heavy and humidity steadily rises. Rivers begin to widen as they leave behind the steep mountain gorges. This is the lowland forests region, where thick tropical forests blanket the expansive alluvial plains, enriched by the Indus and Ganges-Brahmaputra river systems. The climate here remains hot and humid throughout the year, with high rainfall fostering a thriving ecosystem. The ecosystem in this region is shaped by the major rivers carrying nutrient-rich silt from the Himalayas. During the monsoon season, torrents of water flow down from the mountains into the Terai, depositing layers of sediment and creating a fertile landscape. Trees stretch upward, reaching for the sunlight, filtering through the dense canopy, forming a lush green world where life flourishes in every crevice. From west to east, the ecosystem changes significantly depending on rainfall levels. To the west of the Himalayas, where the climate becomes arid and temperatures fluctuate dramatically between day and night, the northwestern thorn scrub forests stretch across the plains of Pakistan and Punjab in India. This is a unique ecological zone, where scattered thorny shrubs dominate the landscape, creating a vast semi-desert terrain. The vegetation here mainly consists of acacia, prosopis, and ziziphus, drought-resistant species with deep root systems that allow them to extract moisture from the dry ground. Receiving only 200 to 500 millimeters of rainfall annually, mostly during the monsoon season, the northwestern thorn scrub forests endure extreme environmental conditions. The uneven distribution of water forces the ecosystem to maximize its adaptations to arid conditions. The soil is primarily sandy and rocky, with poor water retention, compelling both plant and animal species to rely on specialized survival strategies. In these arid and thorny landscapes, the chinkara, also known as the Indian gazelle, has adapted to become one of the most resilient antelopes of the Indian subcontinent. The Bishnoi people of Rajasthan regard them as sacred animals and protect them from hunting and poaching. To survive in dry conditions, chinkaras minimize their need for drinking water. Instead, they absorb moisture from plants, including leaves, grasses, and fruits. Chinkara is primarily active at dusk and dawn, when temperatures drop to more comfortable levels. With a compact body, standing at around 65 centimeters tall and weighing between 20 to 25 kilograms, Chinkara moves swiftly and effortlessly across rugged terrain. Its light brown coat blends perfectly with the sandy soil and sparse vegetation, providing excellent camouflage against predators. Its large, bright eyes with keen vision, combined with sharp, pointed ears, help it detect danger from a distance. They live solitarily or in pairs, occasionally forming small groups during the breeding season. This behavior helps them avoid detection by predators like the Indian leopard and Bengal tiger. When pursued, Chinkara can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, leaping effortlessly over low shrubs with remarkable agility. However, instead of fleeing immediately when sensing danger, Chinkara often pauses, assesses the situation, and strategically uses dense terrain to evade threats. The sparse woodlands and dry grasslands stretching across the northwestern thorn scrub forests create a harsh and unforgiving landscape. In Indian culture, the black buck is regarded as a sacred animal, deeply connected to ancient legends and frequently depicted in historical art. Black bucks are also among the fastest antelopes in the world, reaching speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, allowing them to outrun predators. Some Hindu and Bishnoi communities in India strictly protect this species due to religious beliefs, considering it a symbol of purity and speed. The herding instinct of black bucks is a key survival strategy, enhancing their ability to detect threats. Each herd typically consists of 5 to 50 individuals, with a dominant male maintaining territory and social order. They are diurnal, being most active early in the morning and late in the afternoon when temperatures are lower. The most striking feature of black bucks is the clear distinction between males and females. Males possess a jet black coat contrasted by a white underbelly, while females and juveniles display a light brown coloration, providing effective camouflage in grassland environments. Their spiraled horns, which can grow up to 70 centimeters long, play a vital role in defense and territorial disputes. Black bucks are herbivorous, primarily feeding on grasses, leaves, and occasionally fruits. They have a highly adapted digestive system that allows them to extract maximum nutrients from fibrous vegetation. During dry seasons, when water sources become scarce, they can absorb moisture from plants to sustain themselves. Nestled at the foot of the mighty Himalayas, the moist, deciduous forests of the upper Gangetic plains unfold into a completely different world. Gone are the snow-capped peaks and arid valleys. Instead, lush green forests stretch endlessly, where life flourishes in the canopy, streams, and fertile soil. This region spans across the states of Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh in India, characterized by a humid, subtropical climate. During summer, temperatures can soar up to 40 degrees Celsius, while winters remain mild, ranging from 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Annual rainfall varies between 1,000 and 2,000 millimeters, with most precipitation occurring during the monsoon season from June to September, providing a consistent water supply to this vast ecosystem. Sal forests dominate the region, towering over the red-brown soil, their leaves glistening under the sun after the first monsoon rains. Interspersed among them, teak and fabaceae species contribute to a rich botanical diversity, offering shade and nourishment to countless wildlife species. At dawn, the forest echoes with the calls of the Indian peafowl. Male peacocks display their dazzling plumage, shimmering in iridescent blues and greens as they glide through the sun-dappled foliage. On sacred occasions, this landscape transforms into a spiritual hub with ancient rituals. During Chhath Puja, thousands of devotees gather along the banks of the Ganges, offering prayers to the sun god, Surya. The glow of hundreds of oil lamps reflects upon the river's surface, blending with melodic chants and heartfelt prayers, creating a divine spectacle amidst the grandeur of nature. Amidst the dense forests, where sunlight pierces through the thick canopy and the chorus of birds echoes across the wilderness, the oriental pied hornbill emerges as a distinctive symbol of this ecosystem. These birds favor moist, deciduous forests as their habitat, seeking out areas with an abundant food supply and large, ancient trees with natural cavities for nesting. In the indigenous beliefs of various Indian and Southeast Asian communities, the oriental pied hornbill is regarded as a harbinger of good fortune, a symbol of prosperity and a living bridge between humans and nature. Their majestic presence is also woven into folklore and traditional art, where they are often portrayed as the messengers of the ancient jungle. The oriental pied hornbill stands out with its large beak and a prominent casque atop its bill, which helps amplify its calls. Their resonant calls serve not only as warning signals, but also strengthen social bonds within their flocks. As omnivores, their diet consists of fruits, insects, and occasionally small vertebrates like lizards or hatchlings. Their fruit-based diet makes them crucial seed dispersers, aiding in forest regeneration and maintaining the ecological balance of tropical forests. During the breeding season, the female selects a suitable tree cavity and seals herself inside, blocking the entrance with mud, droppings, and food remnants, leaving only a narrow slit. Throughout this period, the male takes on the responsibility of gathering food, supplying both the female and the hatchlings until they are strong enough to leave the nest. This remarkable evolutionary strategy serves as a defense mechanism, protecting the vulnerable mother and chicks from predators, thereby increasing survival rates in the perilous jungle environment. Beneath the low-hanging clouds, where the Brahmaputra River winds through the dense forests of Assam, the moist semi-evergreen forests stretch across the fertile floodplains. This region is one of the most biologically diverse landscapes in the Indian subcontinent, where tropical ecosystems flourish under the influence of year-round heat and humidity. Annual rainfall ranges from 1,500 to 2,500 millimeters, with the monsoon season from June to September bringing the majority of precipitation. Winters bring cooler air, lowering temperatures to around 10 degrees Celsius, while summers push the mercury up to 38 degrees Celsius. Beneath the dense forest canopy, towering sal trees rise alongside holong and nahar, forming a natural shield that helps retain soil moisture and provides an abundant food supply for the thriving wildlife. High among the treetop canopies, hoolock gibbons swing effortlessly through the air, using rhythmic, acrobatic leaps to move between branches. Their echoing calls break the morning silence, announcing the presence of one of the rarest primates in the region. Together with the capped langur, these primates play a vital ecological role, helping disperse seeds and maintaining the delicate balance of the forest ecosystem. In the shade of towering trees, the Indian rhinoceros moves slowly, its distinct single horn standing out against its thick, armor-like skin. The evolutionary journey of the Indian rhinoceros spans millions of years, dating back to a time when its ancestors dominated the marshlands and floodplain forests of the Indian subcontinent. Historically, this species was found widely distributed across Pakistan, northern India, and Myanmar. In Hindu culture, the Indian rhinoceros is revered as a symbol of strength and immortality, appearing in numerous myths and legends. However, its rarity and mythical status have made it a prime target for poaching. The rhino's horn, composed solely of keratin, the same protein as human fingernails, has been highly sought after on the black market due to false beliefs in its medicinal properties. By the early 20th century, excessive hunting had pushed the population down to just over 200 individuals. Today, the species' range has been drastically reduced, now mainly confined to protected areas in India, Nepal, and Bhutan, with the largest population residing in Kaziranga National Park, regarded as the last stronghold of the species. According to the latest WWF report, 2024, the total population has now rebounded to 3,700 individuals, primarily concentrated in India and Nepal. Kaziranga National Park alone shelters over 2,600 individuals, accounting for approximately 70% of the world's Indian rhinoceroses. Weighing an average of 2,200 kilograms, stretching nearly 4 meters in length and standing 1.8 meters tall, the Indian rhinoceros is one of Asia's largest land mammals. Despite its massive size, it can reach speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, 56 kilometers per hour, when threatened. It is also an excellent swimmer, effortlessly crossing rivers in search of food and territory expansion. Its diet consists mainly of grasses, leaves, flowers, wild fruits, and occasionally bark. Though it may appear bulky and solitary, this species possesses a sophisticated communication system, utilizing low-frequency vocalizations, scent markings, and body rubbing behaviors to establish territories. Indian rhinoceroses spend most of their time alone, coming together only during the breeding season or at mud wallows, where they communicate through scent trails and deep bellows. Their mud-bathing habits serve not only to cool their bodies, but also to protect against parasites and insects, ensuring their survival in the humid and swampy environments they inhabit. The dense canopy of the Brahmaputra Valley semi-evergreen forests casts shadows over the damp forest floor, where the Malayan sun bear moves quietly among intertwined roots. Its glossy black fur with a distinct U-shaped pale yellow marking on its chest sets it apart from any other bear species in the jungle. Through millions of years of evolution, this species has developed long, curved claws, allowing it to climb trees effortlessly, reaching honeycombs and ripe fruits that form the core of its diet. Unlike bears in temperate regions, it does not hibernate, but remains active year-round, taking full advantage of the biodiversity in the forest. Its tongue, reaching up to 25 centimeters, helps it extract honey from narrow crevices, while its powerful jaws can crush hard nuts and tree bark. As it forages, the bear inadvertently creates openings in the forest canopy, allowing sunlight to penetrate and promote the growth of young trees. Its presence influences not only plant regeneration, but also the populations of insects and small animals, playing a crucial role in maintaining the forest ecosystem. The Himalayan mountains, a convergence of dense forests, glacial valleys, and arid plateaus, are home to numerous endangered wildlife species. However, climate change continues to reshape vegetation patterns, forcing wildlife to seek new habitats. Poaching remains rampant, especially with the high demand for snow leopard bones and fur. The future of the Himalayas depends on sustainable solutions, integrating scientific research, conservation policies, and collaboration with local communities to ensure the preservation of this fragile ecosystem. At Hemis National Park in India, Komalangma National Nature Preserve in Tibet, and Annapurna Conservation Area in Nepal, camera trap systems are used to monitor snow leopard populations. The 2024 report showed that the snow leopard population in Bhutan had increased by 39.5% compared to 2016, thanks to anti-poaching measures and habitat protection efforts. In the dense forests of Brahmaputra Valley semi-evergreen forests, the Indian rhinoceros population has recovered, reaching approximately 3,700 individuals after years of conservation efforts. The establishment of ecological corridors connecting fragmented forests is providing Asian elephants with safer migration routes. In Terai Dua, savanna and grasslands, fire control measures and wetland conservation efforts have helped protect rare birds such as Bengal florican and Sarus crane. However, the conservation journey in the Himalayas cannot succeed without individual action. Every small action contributes to a bigger change. Support conservation organizations, take part in reforestation projects, and help restore natural habitats. Engage in responsible tourism. avoiding the trade of wildlife products. Spread awareness to help more people understand the importance of these ecosystems. Reduce your ecological footprint, protect water sources, and minimize plastic waste. The Himalayas need us, and we need to act now before it's too late. And if you have ever set foot on the majestic peaks of the Himalayas, do not hesitate to share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. It will be a source of inspiration and motivation for conservation efforts and for preserving ecosystems for future generations. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to continue exploring more extraordinary journeys. Or you can follow the survival stories of wildlife in other regions at harsh Alaska. The survival struggle of wildlife, or wild savanna. The lion's journey to becoming the ruler.